This incident occurred yesterday evening, shortly after 6 p.m. It did happen in the 3rd Precinct area at Stanton and Wagner Street. We had a 3rd Precinct officer returning or coming to duty to roll call that day. As he was traveling on Stanton Road, the evidence as we see it now, he observes a Lexus make a quick, abrupt left-hand turn in crossing oncoming traffic, causing that traffic to come to an abrupt stop. The officer executed a traffic stop at that point. The car was occupied by 3 individuals. The driver of that vehicle was later identified as Michael Moore. As the officer approached the driver's side of the vehicle, asked for the driver's license and registration from the driver. The driver indicated did not have the materials requested, but did provide an identity, to which the officer wrote down, returned to his patrol car, and ran that information on the mobile digital terminal in the police car. The information provided by the driver at that point was determined to be false, and as the officer ran the tag number to the Lexus that they were occupying, it came back as stolen. The other 2 individuals that were in the car were questioned last night extensively, along with about 7 other witnesses, one of them a passerby. What we know occurred while the officer was in the car talking to the witnesses is that Michael Moore indicated that the car was stolen and that he gained access to a Smith & Wesson .40 caliber pistol, semi-automatic pistol, that was concealed between the driver's seat and the console. That pistol was then removed and then placed into the waistband of Michael Moore's clothing. As the officer realized that the car was stolen, called for assistance from one of the officers in the area, and then began his approach back up to the driver's side of the car, asking the driver to step out of the car, turn around and face it, and place the cell phone on the car. The driver does comply at this point. He steps out of the car. A passerby is driving by. As a witness, observes the pistol in the rear right side of the waistband of the driver. At the same time, the officer also observes it as the driver places the cell phone down on the driveway of the residence at which he's parked in front of. The officer gives several commands to keep your hands away from your weapon. At that time, the officer indicates that the driver tries to gain access to the firearm. There were 3 shots fired. At that point, the driver does go down and then attempts a second time to gain access to the weapon, of which a 4th shot was fired. It was a total of 4 shots fired by the officer during the stop that we've been able to confirm so far. The officer's been placed on administrative leave. He remains on administrative leave until we are able to complete some of the preliminary internal investigations.